Our supervisor, Miss Penelope Featherbottom, mandated that all meeting planners arrive exactly 15 minutes early to every event or face a $50 fine, a rule that ultimately bit her back. The punctuality policy was ruthless. Arriving 14 minutes and 59 seconds early, or 16 minutes early, was considered late. The aim was to ensure meticulous preparation and an immediate start to all functions. Miss Featherbottom preached that timeliness reflected professionalism, and any deviation was a sign of disrespect for attendees and the organization itself. Her mantra was, "On time means 15 minutes early, no exceptions, no excuses." Poor Mr. Reginald Finch learned this the hard way last month. He was setting up the welcome desk for the annual corporate retreat and arrived 13 minutes early. He was diligently placing name tags when Miss Featherbottom swooped in, clocking his arrival precisely. "Mr. Finch, you are late. That will be a $50 deduction from your next paycheck," she announced, her voice devoid of compassion. His plea, "But Miss Featherbottom, traffic was horrendous," was met with her steely retort. "Your excuses are irrelevant, Mr. Finch. The policy is clear." Then there was Miss Beverly Kincaid, who got lost driving to the Gulf Coast Gala at the Sunseeker Resort. She arrived only 8 minutes early, flustered and apologetic. Miss Featherbottom clocked her with a practiced ease. "Miss Kincaid, you are significantly late. $50 will be deducted," she stated, cutting off Beverly's explanation of a sudden road closure with, "The policy applies to everyone, Miss Kincaid. Plan better." Miss Featherbottom's rigid enforcement stemmed from a strong belief in fundamental attribution error, always attributing lateness to character flaws rather than situational factors. This punctuality policy was particularly worrisome for me. I had a significant performance bonus of $200 riding on my flawless execution of the Florida Rising Leadership Summit today. If I incurred even one deduction, the entire bonus was gone. I wasn't about to let that happen. For the past week, I had meticulously planned my route to the Seagate Hotel, Golf and Beach Club, accounting for every possible traffic snarl. I arrived a full 30 minutes early, pulling into the parking lot at 7:45 a.m. for an 8:30 a.m. meeting start, meaning I needed to be in the meeting room by 8:15 a.m. I documented my arrival with a time-stamped photo of the hotel clock upon entry. I triple-checked the room setup, making sure every chair, projector, and water glass was in its exact place. I then took another time-stamped photo of the fully prepared room at 8 a.m., then again at 8:10 a.m. The clock ticked past 8:15 a.m., 8:16 a.m., 8:17 a.m. My heart pounded. Where was Miss Penelope Featherbottom? The main speaker for the summit arrived at 8:19 a.m., looking around confused. Attendees started milling in. At 8:23 a.m., Miss Featherbottom was still nowhere. A nervous hush fell over the room. At 8:27 a.m., a full 12 minutes past her own mandatory arrival time, she finally breezed in, flustered, carrying a large coffee. "Good morning, everyone. Traffic was unexpectedly terrible," she announced apologetically, not realizing the irony. Stepping forward calmly, I held up my tablet, displaying the punctuality policy from the employee handbook, referencing Section 3, subsection B. "Miss Featherbottom," I began, my voice steady, "the policy states all meeting planners must be in the meeting room 15 minutes prior to the start time. That would have been 8:15 a.m. You arrived at 8:27 a.m., making you 12 minutes late." Several attendees subtly pulled out their phones, recording the interaction. Miss Featherbottom's face drained of color. Just then, Mr. Harrison Albright from HR walked in, holding a printout. "Miss Featherbottom, I'm here to inform you that several meeting planners have reported your late arrival for the Florida Rising Leadership Summit. Given your consistent enforcement of the $50 fine for tardiness, we have no choice but to apply the same policy to you. A $50 deduction will be made from your next paycheck. The principle of justice underpins this application of fairness. Follow for a new story every day."